I don't even care that Halloween is still technically 1 month away. I don't care what anyone has to say, because if you divert your little sight melons over to the day on your device or the calendar on your wall, you can see that it's either the 1st of October or the 2nd of October, depending on what time zone you're currently in. But regardless of any of that confusing time zone nonsense, it's still October and the holiday of Halloween takes place at some point in October, so therefore I feel like we should still treat the entirety of the month as if it's all Halloween, just like people do with Christmas and December. Surely I'm only doing what could be considered as fair. Now that we have all of the dramatics out of the way, super passive aggressive video introduction over and done with, and each and every single one of you watching right now probably already caught on to the fact that Halloween is most definitely my favourite holiday time of the year. I don't necessarily care for the way it's celebrated, like people trick-or-treating at my house is cool or whatever, and I'm glad they're having fun, but it's not my super duper favourite thing, and the whole reason I like Halloween so much, it's more just the entire spooky and scary vibe that comes from it. The decorations and just the whole aesthetic of Halloween is exactly why I love this time of the year, and if you didn't know that prior to this video, you have obviously never seen my Roblox avatar before. There is something very specific I want to talk about today, and something I've personally never taken a look at before, not inside of a video and not even in my free time outside of a video, but there is apparently something out there known as the Roblox Creepypasta Wiki, and it's a whole lot more popular than I initially anticipated. Creepypastas are horror-related legends that have been copied and pasted around the internet. These internet entries are often brief, user-generated paranormal stories intended to scare the readers. So creepypasta is just a general thing that has been around on the internet for as long as I can remember, and perhaps it's not the best thing for a young person to be reading, but I was obsessed with them when I was much younger, but I have never once heard of a Roblox creepypasta to be a thing, and I certainly never realised they existed. So today, to celebrate the fact that I have finally discovered them, I want to show you guys the top trending Roblox creepypasta at this current moment in time. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and you'll become my favourite person in the whole entire world. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because we finally hit 270,000 and this means we are now just 30,000 away from 300k. So the official name of the Roblox creepypasta we are going to take a look at today is the story of 4NN1, and it's a very exciting yet terrifying story, so I hope you guys have the best time with this. I logged onto Roblox sometime in December to play some games, build some models and chat with my friends. This is already way too scary for me. This person logged onto Roblox, and that within itself is a nightmare with the capture system that Roblox has. I think we can just end the video right here. Shortly after that, I got a notification from a user called 4NN1 Leet Speak for Annie. I gathered it was fairly innocent, with the misspellings and grammar of your average young girl, complete with one too many smileys. I'm not sure if I should be referring to her as 4NN1 or as Annie, but I guess I'll just figure out as I read further into the story. But I'm sure we have all encountered some younger players who try to be friendly, just like this person has right now in their Roblox chat messages. It reads as follows: "Hi, username smiley face. I saw your place and I think you are very good at building, smiley face. I think we should be friends. We can hang out in my place. It will become famous one day if you help me, smiley face." Oh, that within itself is kinda creepy, but I feel like that's only because the overall vibe of the story is intended to be scary, but otherwise the person telling the story is literally a developer, so to have someone just complimenting your games and asking you if you can help them create one, I would imagine that's just pretty standard for developers with their fans. However, I had been invited to this party despite never seeing this user before. I have set my chat privileges to friends only and she's not on my friends list. I double checked all of these multiple times. No, my followers weren't allowed to chat with me. No, users I follow were not allowed to chat with me. Even if they could, she wasn't following me, I wasn't following her. Yeah, never mind, this is where the creepy comes in. How on earth did this Annie girl bypass all of the privacy settings of the developer to a point where she can literally chat with them on the Roblox website and also invite them to parties despite not being on their friends list and despite neither person following the other. I chatted back at her, thanks for the compliments, but who is this? Are you one of Dolores' little friends? A few seconds passed and she replied, I do not know a Delora, sorry, sad face, but please come to my place, smiley face. Nope, get out of there right now, rip yourself right out of that situation. You do not want to get involved with this. This is truly how every single horror movie starts. She wants you to join her in the game and you better not fulfill her requests. I decided to leave it at that and go play some different games. Only a few minutes later, 4NN1 messaged me again. I said, come to my place. Now do you see what I mean? She is getting super duper impatient and I don't know about you guys, but that last message seemed to be kinda passive aggressive to me. I stopped reading them pretty quickly, but she kept messaging me. The constant string of notification beeps grew irritating, so I muted my browser. As much as you should absolutely not involve yourself with some creepy random girl like this, and in the way that she is suggesting, you are probably making the situation 100 times worse by ignoring her constant messaging. I closed my chat window, mistake. She picked up her pace right away and despite closing the chat box, it kept popping up again. Well, I did warn you and you cannot say that I didn't just warn you. I am literally recording a video right now. I recorded me warning you and you went ahead and continued to ignore her anyway and now here we are. In the end, I decided that I would join her game even if only to make her shut up. That may have also been a mistake. At this point, you may as well be down on your hands and knees begging for something to go wrong or for something bad to happen. I mean, just take a look at how creepy and ominous Annie looks. Good luck with that. 4NN1 was already in the game, waiting for my arrival. Upon seeing me, she typed several messages, overly excited that I was in her game. This is what I mean. At times, she just seems like any other clingy and excited fan, but at others, she can also seem weirdly creepy. 4NN1 didn't message me for the rest of the week, allowing me some precious time to forget about her. She asked me to come play with her again, however, her message bothered me. She had been replacing her usual smileys with frownies, and even her avatar's face didn't look too good either. You know what, you absolutely should not have joined that game to begin with, and now she's out here throwing creepy sad faces around and even slapping one on her avatar. This is not gonna end well, my friend. She started asking some rather disturbing questions. Do you ever want to touch the rusty nails? Have you ever eaten a dog? Where do you live? I patiently told her to stop asking these questions as they made me uncomfortable. She didn't. She just kept asking the same questions, telling me that I could not leave until I answered them. Oh my god, I dare someone to tell me that this is still just an innocent crazy fan, because absolutely not. This is far from anything innocent. The whole rusty nails thing reminds me of Salad Fingers and his rusty spoons, and Salad Fingers is one of the creepiest things out there. I blocked 4NN1 and did not hear from her again. That's what was supposed to happen. Only 2 days later, she sent me several angry and upset messages with the disturbing questions from before mixed in. She wanted me to come back to her game. Remember how Annie kept inviting the developer to parties and sending them messages even though they are not friends or following each other, and now she's continuing to message even after being blocked. My guy, someone please feel free to explain this one. I joined a game of Death Run to pass the time, but was instead redirected to 4NN1's place. 4NN1 was not happy to see me, despite getting her way. She asked me why I hated her, why I kept leaving, and why I was so mean. Her avatar's appearance had changed again. There was a streak of red across her face. Oh, that's just tomato ketchup on her forehead. Don't even worry about that. After a while, 4NN1 rather suddenly said this: "It's hot in here." She left the game immediately after. Her pink house set ablaze and her sky grew dark. My morbid curiosity led me into the burning house. Inside was a dark, burning figure with a grotesque smile. I left the game and logged off of Roblox. If all of the technical Roblox faults were just simple glitches or something like that, go ahead and tell me how on earth this could have possibly happened. The burning figure inside the house is actually extremely creepy, and even so much that I'm not entirely sure if I can show it in this video or not. So I guess that's the end of that. The final sentence of this story was, I never saw her again, and that truly is where this entire thing ends. Just in case anyone didn't catch on the first few times I said it, that was a creepypasta. Its whole purpose is to be a scary story, but it's nothing more than a story. It's made up, it's not real, it didn't really happen. That is exactly what a creepypasta is. This was the top trending and most popular one out of them all, and I honestly kinda enjoyed reading it. This truly was an incredible start to the month of Halloween. Honestly, the best holiday season out there, and I cannot wait to see how October goes. But anyway, what do you guys think of this super scary and terrifying Roblox creepypasta about some kind of hacker? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.